Hey y'all, this is eygiuffre, and today is day 38 of the Inner Circle Audio Challenge that my team and I are doing, and today was a very timely audio. We were learning from David Sharp and David Wood himself and Tony Rush and Aaron Rashkin, and this audio is from some time ago, and it was actually right before they were about to go to Costa Rica and filmed the Costa Rica intensive course that we now have with our company, which is an amazing product and actually teaches you how to do sales. It really is a series, and it really is about the power of high-level marketing sales. And I'm not talking about sales in like a sleazy used car salesman type of way. I'm talking about in like a Steve Jobs or Bill Gates type of way. I mean, no one ever really thought about the Bill Gates or Steve Jobs as, salesmen, but all of a sudden it was like we have a computer and an iPhone in every household, and everyone stopped and said, how did that happen? That's how good they were. And that is the kind of level of skill that you'll learn in the Costa Rica intensive course. So if you don't have that yet, and you're on my team, or you're subscribed to my email list and you haven't gotten it yet, you want to go ahead and log into the back office, or go ahead and just join and get it and start watching those videos, because not only are they incredibly invaluable in teaching you how to do sales like Steve Jobs or Bill Gates and really learn how the millionaires do it, it's also incredibly entertaining. So but anyways, the point I want to make about what the audio was about, because, I mean, they were talking about going to Costa Rica. It actually hadn't been filmed yet. But what they're talking about was, people who are ready to go to the next level. Because there were many people and leaders who were not ready to go to Costa Rica to learn these skills personally from David Wood and David Sharp. And, even when they started the company in the beginning, not a whole lot of people were ready to push through some of the obstacles they had with merchant accounts and their servers and just all the kind of difficulties that we have. And when, whatever situation it is, if you want to go to the next level in your life and you are scared or unsure and uncomfortable about it because it's the unseen and the unknown that you're stressing about, that's usually a sign that you have to push through and go to the other side into what is unknown to you and what you're uncomfortable with. It's the law of being uncomfortable until you become comfortable. And when you become comfortable, get uncomfortable as soon as you can again, because it's being uncomfortable that we grow. And we were talking about this earlier today on our team call. When we're uncomfortable about something, it's an area that we need to grow in. And, in my business, I have, this past week, I held a webinar for a bunch of new people. Maybe some of you were on that. This was the first time I've hosted a live webinar for a bunch of people. I had guests come and speak on there. I was worried, that what if people, don't like the way I talk, or what if, my screen recorder stops recording? What if I have, my computer freezes up? I had all these, things going in my head, and the webinar was a huge success, and I'm ready to do it again. That was something that I was really scared and really worried about doing, but I pushed through it, and it's taken me to the next level. Done another webinar, and that went fantastic. Not saying everything's always going to be perfect and fantastic, but I pushed through it. And, just other things that I'm unsure of about in my business, or even things that we're unsure of in our life. If we're having trouble with a loved one and we need to go spend time with them, but we're uncomfortable about doing that, we need to push through it and do it. Even today, I get into a groove of all my income producing activities, and today kind of really threw me for a loop. I found out today that a good friend of mine passed away last night, that I found out this morning, and I got a letter from the tax comptroller because earlier this year I owned an Etsy shop. I like to crochet, and I was selling some crochet items on Etsy, but I actually had closed the shop, but I didn't contact the comptroller about it, and got a letter saying that I owed them thousands of dollars. So I kind of got hit with this double whammy, and instead of foiling up and not doing what I needed to do, which I do every day, blog, do a video, email my list, market, instead of doing that, I took some time to myself for a little bit, got filled again, because I'm giving so much to the people I love, the people in my life, giving so much to my team, giving so much to all of you, to make sure that I have good content for you, that I need to spend some time with myself, with my God, and make sure that I'm full before I give out so much to everyone. And that's what I did. And I felt at peace with, my friend who passed away. He loved life, he loved God, he loved everyone, and he was in a really good place in his life, and he was fortunate to leave the world in that state versus leaving in pain and suffering alone. And so I felt at peace with that, and I contacted the comptroller, and it turns out if I fill out a certain form, I've been forgiven of all these thousands of dollars. So yes, I make a lot of mistakes too, but now that I've taken care of that, now I'm pushing through, continuing my day with my daily activities and my so that I can go about the rest of my day. I'm going to go to the swimming pool with my sisters and their children and just enjoy the rest of the day. So pushing through bad times, difficult times, times of challenge and struggle, or you could have an opportunity to go to a live event to learn a new skill, whether it is for your business or a chance to learn how to grow your income. I remember the first event I ever went to was a Danny Johnson event, and everyone that I talked to about it said, you just need to get to the next event. Don't make excuses. You'll kick yourself if you don't go. And I got to the very next one, and I am so glad that someone told me that, because I have no regrets. I've learned so much. I learned so many amazing people who've had a huge impact on me. I've gained skills that have that have helped me increase my income, get out of debt, write and self-publish a book, and have just had amazing opportunities because of it. So there's always opportunity. It's you have to be ready to take it, whether it's scary. Even if it's scary and it's uncomfortable, it's usually a sign that you need to take it and push through with it. So that's my message for you today. I sure enjoy doing these videos for you, and if you would like to work with a group of people who have put all excuses aside and said, we are going to take every opportunity that comes our way, and if there isn't a way, we'll make a way, because we are not messing around. We're not living our lives by default. We're living them by design, and we're going to make our dreams come true and make everyone who comes to us, give them the opportunity to make their dreams come true too. If you want to work with a group of people like that, then stop what you're doing, click the link below, and get started today, and we'll get you on the right path to your success. All right, y'all. God bless. See you tomorrow. Bye.